and I'm on record for unreservedly killing the Hamas attack. And let me just say what Sadaka Ireland, the Ireland-Palestine Alliance has said, Minister, as well. The international community has rightly condemned the killing of Israeli citizens and the taking of others as hostages, unreservedly. And they go on to make a number of points. According to UNRWA, nothing has been allowed into Gaza for the last 11 days. A humanitarian corridor must be opened. The people of Gaza must not be removed from Gaza to Sinai. Most Gazans are already refugees, and so on. And they make 10 points, which are well worth reading. And some of those points have been reinforced by the Tánaiste himself, and he talks about the extra money he's going to give to Palestine. I welcome that. And he tells us on page 6 of his speech, we cannot forget that 80% of the Palestine population in Gaza is dependent on international assistance for basic human needs. And quite clearly then we must ask the question, how has that happened? But in my few minutes I can't go into the history, but he's acknowledging that 80% of the population have been kept in a complete state of deprivation and poverty and utterly helpless and dependent. And into that then, more than a week ago, we got the Hamas attack, and then Israel goes in. And my difficulty tonight is that we should join together, because most of us are in agreement. I would say nearly the whole majority of the Dáil, or everyone in the Dáil, is in agreement that what Hamas did was wrong. Equally, what Israel has done and is currently doing is totally wrong. And that should be included, Minister, in the motion. And unfortunately it isn't included in the motion. And I put a very, very simple amendment to just that we also not concern, not worry, condemn the actions of Israel, because they're clearly not in keeping with international law. And even that simple two-sentence amendment wasn't acceptable to the government. Let me just, as quickly as I can, go through some facts. This afternoon, Israel bombed the mosque in Gaza, killing displaced people who fled North Gaza seeking shelter, and that's completely and utterly not allowed under the Geneva Convention. The church in Jerusalem has announced that it received 3 phone warnings from the Israeli occupation forces. I'm going to repeat this now. The church in Jerusalem, which owns the hospital or manages the hospital, received 3 phone warnings that the Israeli occupation, from the Israeli occupation forces, that they would strike the Baptist hospital before they did it. Following the bombing of the hospital in Gaza yesterday evening, when more than 500 people died, patients, doctors and those sheltering dead, Ursula von der Leyen tweeted, "Hamas terror is now bringing immense suffering to the Palestinian people." Hamas terror, she said. And she doubled down on the statement that Israel has a right to defend itself. The same woman who told us that the Israeli made the desert bloom. Calls for humanitarian corridors are very welcome and must be done, Minister, but we need peace. We need a cessation completely of the violence. And when we talk about understanding the feelings of Israeli people, which I do, and what was perpetrated on civilians and hostages taken, let me put their response in context. What they're seeking is revenge, not justice, not fairness, not a two-state solution, but straight from the Bible, revenge. And in case you're in any doubt about that, I'll finish on a few quotations. The Defence Minister, "We're fighting human animals and we will react accordingly. We will eliminate everything." The Prime Minister said, "This is a struggle between the children of light and the children of darkness, between humanity and the law of the jungle." Prime Minister said that. Israeli army spokesperson said, "The emphasis is on damage and not on accuracy." Israel's President Herzog, "It's an entire nation out there that is responsible. The rhetoric about civilians is not being aware or involved is absolutely untrue." And a Member of Parliament, "I urge you to do everything and use doomsday weapons fearlessly against our enemies." Another member, "Right now, one goal, Nakba, that will overshadow the one of 1948. The former Israeli Prime Minister, "I am not going to feed electricity or water to my enemies. We are fighting Nazis." And finally, Minister of National Security, can you imagine? As long as Hamas does not release the hostages in its hands, the only thing that needs to enter Gaza are hundreds of tons of explosives from the Air Force and not an ounce of humanitarian aid. I'll finish, Minister, by saying, as we speak, the Americans are sending warplanes, warships, and the war industry to be there with Israel. They're building up. Hamas is not the target here. There are bigger targets in question here. And we need to use the voice that we have as one of the few neutral countries in the world that makes us distinct, that builds on our experience, that we stand in our integrity, and we speak truth to power, and we say, Israel, what you're doing is vengeful and wrong. Thank you.